Welcome back to the live, everybody. Technical difficulties wasn't even my fault. I think we just had some internet disconnection there because they disconnected the chat. And what good is the live without my go up movement? Without the chat. Yes, we're back, Cali girl. The internet or something was tripping. They had disconnected the chat. I don't know what the hell they was tripping on. What's going on, Leonard? Welcome to the live, everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulties. It was not my fault. I am not skirting accountability. It just was not my fault. Oh, what's up, Rev Rens? Welcome to the live. Appreciate you, Cali girl. I know you riding with me. You've been riding from day one. For real, for real. What up, Scene Squad Shorts? Welcome to the live. Hit the like button, everybody. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Man, I'm just curious of what y'all think about the Latinos for Trump. They're upset around the country with black people. They say, for not supporting them during this deportation movement, if you will, crisis or whatever you want to call it. And they're looking for support from the black community. So, by the way, are the Arabs, the Cubans, the Venezuelans, and others. They're not happy with black people necessarily. And they are now not happy with Trump. Neither are the farmers. White women for Trump, they're upset because they've been getting fired from their jobs. And so everyone is turning on Trump right now, apparently. But is it too little, too late? That's the question. That's right. Give me my DP, man. Okay, Rev Rens, I can dig it. Mind our business, he says. Welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome to the Inside Story with Damian Porter. We just discussing the strife that's going around the country with these deportations of not just Mexicans, by the way, but others are being deported as well. Cubans, Venezuelans, and the like. Girl said we tired. Yeah, I agree. Cali girl says it's not my battle. We tired. They should have contacted their people. That man told people what he was about in Project 2025, and they ain't listen. That's on them, Cali girl says. Yeah. Hey, what's good, Oak Park Boxing? Thank you for being a member, brother. And and by the way, I have videos for the members. I did them yesterday. Get them to y'all by tomorrow. I know it's been a minute, but I'm on it. Yeah, I agree, Cali girl. Cali girl. I mean, I agree. Because the Hispanics are saying that Trump lied to them. That they're upset because he lied. That he is going back on his promise, or his promises, whatever they were. I'm trying to figure out what he lied about because he pretty much said from the beginning, hell, even in his first term, uh, he was staunch with the border wall. He was saying that they were rapists and murderers and all this, and that he didn't want them over here. So I don't understand what they're talking about. Exactly, Leonard. He said that he was going to do this, so I don't understand what the situation is, why they're so upset. They voted for him anyway. I guess they thought that he was playing, that he wouldn't follow through, that he did not mean business. But none of that is true. He meant everything that he said, and he's going through with it, and everyone's upset. Yeah, Oak Park. Yeah. Yeah. Many black people are upset. They were leaving comments on the video I did. They're not going for it. They're not going for them taking the blame for the Latinos for Trump, who were spiting them and spitting in their face, so to speak, when they were trying to tell them to vote for Kamala Harris. So, like Kelly girl said there, hey, everyone is tired and don't feel like fighting another battle or fighting someone else's battle. That's just the way it is. With all due respect to the Latinos for Trump. Nothing against you. It's just not happening right now. Since he's orange. Oh, man. I guess he is a little orange. Huh? But the Cubans, they also have Russians that are immigrants. They have Africans as well, Jamaicans and all of this. But he's apparently primarily focused on Mexicans. He hasn't been deporting any Russians, any white Russians. He hasn't been deporting them. But this is what the Hispanics voted for, 61 to 64% of them. Knowing that Donald J. Trump was not on your side, or at least you should have known had you been doing your homework. And so, now that he is following through on his campaign promise, and that's all that he's doing, because, this is not a situation where he's going back on some word that he gave. That's a phantom word. He's not going back on anything. He said from the beginning what he was going to do, and he's just making good on it. And even Latinos, by the way, are saying, they're coming out of the woodwork now, making TikTok videos saying that they were taught to be racist in their culture, that they grew up with racism, that racism in the Latino culture is real. Anti-blackness is real, and the need and desire to be white is a real thing. This is what they said, not me. Exactly, Kelly girl. Exactly. Got that right, Oak Park. And we will get right. But hey, that's the situation. Trump letting it be known what was going on. Yes, there's racism in every culture. Yes, there is. But the Latinos are saying that, the racism in their culture is palpable. It is heightened, that they are told not to bring a black person home, not to communicate with them, not to play with them. They're taught that they're less than black people, etc. Again, this is coming from Latinos. But, it's not surprising, I suppose, because many people feel this way, and, it's just, they are covert with it for the most part. And the Latinos were, for the most part as well, but they've been let out of the closet at this point. uh, the culture is being exposed as being a racist culture. Again, these are not my words. Don't come from me. Talk to your own people who are making these videos saying these things. Not okay. Not he's Native American says, nah, not every Hispanic family. I grew up with black folks. Okay. I mean, you know, I'm sure it's not every family, not every single one. There are exceptions. It doesn't mean that that's not the rule. There are just exceptions to the rule. I don't know. I'm not a part of that culture. I'm only speaking on what they are saying. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not Hispanic or Mexican, so I can't say what's being taught in that culture. They can speak to that, and this is what they're saying, that uh, they do things to be white, to be to get closer to whiteness. That Mexicans in their culture are taught to be anti-black, and that they do things to get closer to whiteness, and that this is why they voted for Trump, to try to prove to Trump that they are one of him, and that they are MAGA, and to be accepted. And because black people wanted Kamala in the office, they didn't want a woman, much less a black woman, in the office. And so in order to spite black people, also they voted for Trump. If that's the case, it is what it is. You know, you can't then get upset. You can't then get upset, you know, because black people are not necessarily coming to help. Black people are just saying, as you will see in the video that I'll drop tomorrow, that they've had enough. That they've been fighting for centuries and generations, and that they just want to sit this one out and rest and gear up for another fight that's on the horizon, whichever one it will be, that will plague and face black people, because one will be coming up any day, any moment in America. Okay, thank you, Kelly girl. Let me know something. Colonization. Oh man. Slow on my TV. Okay, what type of TV you got, bro? Yeah. Put the microphone right up here next to me now. Hopefully you can hear me better. And so the Cubans for Trump, they're upset with Trump as well. So are the Venezuelans, as I alluded to earlier. So are white women and white men who are farmers, who are losing a lot of their crop and a lot of their business and a lot of their money. They're pissed. But again, they are part of MAGA, and they voted for Donald J. Trump. Do they have the right to now be upset and be on TikTok crying, saying that they wish they had not voted for him and that they want their vote back? Oh, sounds like a fan is blowing on the mic. Uh-oh. Actually, it was a damn fan. Cali. All right. Hopefully y'all can hear me better now. I keep say turn the AC off. Oh man. Y'all work with me. Can you hear me better now? There you go, big fella. Says Mike Wynn. Okay. All right. Let me get back on my rant then. So, Trump is deporting Cubans, Venezuelans, but there are also Russian immigrants that he is not so keen on deporting. But he's deporting others. And they have white men that are farmers that are making videos extremely agitated with the president. So are white women who say they regret their vote because they're getting fired from their jobs based on Trump's policies. But again, I refer to people who voted for Donald Trump. I think you might win. Or you're welcome, what's good. So what do y'all think? Are they to blame for their own situation? Or should they be forgiven for a lack of knowledge, and people come and support them and help them and say, we forgive you, you didn't know any better. Next time, do what we tell you to do. But here we are for you. Apparently people are not going for that. They're not coming out to help. So far, it hasn't happened. Xavier said they are to blame. Damn all the bullshit. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, that is very true, man. I can't argue with any of that. Xavier says they knew better. Oh, did they? Callie said they need to suck it out. Yeah, I didn't even finish the rest of it. She's spazzing out. Oh, man. Artwork to impeach him. We're adults. They should have did their research. Not my problem. Yeah, they should have did their research. I mean, because, you can see them. They're very happy as they're voting for Trump. You have one woman even saying that if you vote for Kamala Harris, an Indian woman, that you will not be welcome in her community. This is what she said. Oh, man. They're all regretting it now. It is what it is. I mean, I certainly wouldn't tell black people to come out. As I said, these protests are not for fun. They're not for play. People die in these protests. People get hurt. People go to jail. People have to hurt other people. Businesses get destroyed. Shit gets set on fire. The country is in ruins. So, this is not for fun. When black people come out and protest, the media apparatus may only show you, the benign parts of the protest. But there are parts of the protest that are very violent. Even the ones where they're just marching with signs. And people get hurt and people lose their freedom. And so people don't want to come out and do that, put their support behind people who clearly, according to their own people, have a healthy disdain for them. I'm just saying. You have a what tomorrow, Callie? Oh, family visit. Oh, okay, bet. Tell my boy I said what's up. Then you got a family visit. All right, go to bed then. Yeah, go get some rest, Callie. Yeah, we ain't trying to get you started. You already tripping. Oh man. Okay. Yes, we voted the least for Trump out of any group. If you black saying that. All right, Callie, be safe and have fun, fam. Hemorrhoids are better than HIV. What the hell? Where did this conversation go? Yes, that's true. What's good? Yeah, they like to be on us when we protest, man. These protests ain't no game. They're not no joke. And so we're not going to just come out and protest for any reason. And we're certainly not foolish enough to come out and protest for people who put themselves in this position solely because they have a healthy dislike and disdain for black people, for the very people who they expect to come out and protest for them and lose their lives and their freedom. I don't think so. That's right. Yeah, Kamala wasn't no better. She just wouldn't have been as hard on immigration as Trump, that's for sure. But her policies are suspicious, you know, and she's pretty much a chameleon herself. At least with Trump, you know what you're getting, which is the whole point that he never hid the fact of what he was about to dish out. Outside the rope said I set the election out. I didn't like either candidate. I understand that. You know, you have bad and then you have worse with most of these politicians when you're trying to decide who to vote for, which one is going to move the country forward. It's very hard to make a decision because most of the politicians are just wolves in sheep clothing. What up, Raheem? Hit the like button if you're in the live. I'd appreciate it, and I won't be much longer. I'm just checking in on the Go Up movement, trying to get some insight and feedback on how everyone feels about the Latinos for Trump, Cubans for Trump, Cuban Americans for Trump, Venezuelans for Trump. Now upset about their vote for Donald J. Trump. But it is again their vote. They voted for him. And as far as I'm concerned, he had never hidden his agenda. His agenda. He made it clear what he was up to. We're going to get into it in the coming days. Got that right, Black Steel. Can't get more gangsters than politicians, so says Mike Pena, and I so agree. They are the real gang. That they're, and that's what I'm talking about. People talking about the gang culture, and there is obviously a gang culture, but every part of society has a gang culture of sorts. even in sports, really your team is your gang. And, you see it on the baseball field when, two baseball players get into it with one another. They empty out the benches. Here comes everyone. Same thing with the hockey and anything else. You had the Democrats and you had the Republicans, and they go at it with one another all of the time, oftentimes over money. It's just a game. Mob mentality indeed. They get away with it. It's true, Mike Pena. And I have 2 more minutes left or so on this live. I was just checking in with the Go Up movement. Thank you everyone for tapping in to the live. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Leave a comment on the content of the past and the upcoming content. And like the content, and again, share the content. And I appreciate everyone's support. Many Mexicans are majority white, some more than others. Whites for Damian Porter. All right then. You got that right. This is a form of church. Uh-oh. Hallelujah. Yeah, so we'll get into it in the coming days, man. People are upset around the country with their vote, and they're upset with Trump. That's just it. I mean, everyone, white people included. Actually, the only group that I've seen that are not upset or regretting their vote so far are the blacks for Trump. Gonna get into that too. The blacks for Trump. Oh yeah. He had a group of blacks for Trump. And they now are making videos saying that they continue to support Trump and that they thank him, essentially, for following through on his campaign promises. This stuff is getting deep, and it's promising to get deeper. Yeah, well, coming up, we're going to dive into politics, the political arena. It is germane, after all. Yeah. It is vital, considering that the people that make these policies affect your everyday life and everyday living situation. It's time that I help move the culture forward. Stay tuned. Everybody have a good night. Hit the like button. I appreciate you for tuning in. Wasn't a whole lot of people tonight. It is Wednesday night though, so I mean, whatever. But I do appreciate everyone that did tune in and subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. And I'll go live on a more regular basis to really get this damn thing live up in here.